I'm Jennifer Plaz. It's no secret that my co-host Michelle Davidson and I love to shop. And in the next 30 minutes, we're going to bring you some amazing deals only found right here on the Local Shopping Network. Spring is almost here, and we found some businesses that are offering some deals you don't want to miss out on. Special guest Susan Henderson will talk about some really great things that Lawrence has to offer, and Dr. Morris will talk to us about his mini dental implant center so your smile will be fabulous. Oh, and do you have some gold or jewelry you don't want anymore? Well, Phil from Precious Metals will tell you that it may be more valuable than you think. Justin will show us some great products for your patio from Amini's, and our special guest Don Julian will bring us up to date on the current real estate market. All coming to you now on the Local Shopping Network, where you shop local and save. In fact, I'm going shopping right now. The Local Shopping Network. Now, it's no secret that the housing market has been a little bit interesting over the past 3 years. And on today's show, we have a lot of different real estate options, and we want everybody to feel relaxed and calm about the environment right now out there. That's why we brought on Don Julian.
Thank you.
Don, thank you so much for being here with us.
You're welcome.
Now, tell our LSN viewers a little bit about your experience in the housing market.
Sure. Well, I've been a residential home builder and developer in the metropolitan area for, well, gosh, actually about 35 years, Jennifer.
Yep.
So I've had a lot of experience. We've seen a lot of ups and downs in the market, of course, during that time period. I think the probably most important thing as I look back over all those years is that the general trend always has been and always will be up.
Right.
We are going to have these dips, and there'll be some valleys and plateaus.
What are some of the positive things about when you have the dips in housing markets, when stuff's going on that we, you know, everyone starts to become afraid? But what are some ways we're able to take advantage of that?
Well, maybe the theory of contrary opinion. You know, in the stock market, they say you should buy when others are selling, and
Right.
vice versa. And I think that's important right now. That the values right now are just incredible. What I've seen over the my history here in building is it's just incredible. The prices are very good. The interest rates are incredible. We've seen rates over that time period that we're talking range anywhere from 4% up to 18, 21%.
Right.
So when you see rates that are actually under 5% right now, it's just an incredible time to get a new mortgage and to buy a new home.
Right, so take advantage of the market right now. People don't need to be afraid. Go out there, buy homes, sell homes.
Yeah.
And especially if you're a first-time home buyer, and we're going to talk a little bit more about those advantages.
Yeah.
But being a first-time home buyer, maybe right now you're renting, or you know you're really wanting to get in and buy a home. But this is a great time to be able to take advantage of those interest rates.
Yeah, probably the best time you're going to see for years to come, I'm sure.
Now let's talk a little bit about the areas around the metro.
Okay.
Do you have any areas that you like or prefer, or?
Yes, Johnson County, of course, still has quite a bit of activity. It's going pretty well. The 159th corridor has been a really hot spot out there, Mills Farm in that area, 159th and Quivira out that direction. Also on the west side of town, quite a bit of new activity out there. Western Lenexa, we have Canyon Creek subdivision and Cedar Creek subdivisions out there that are been doing real well in the recent time.
Right,
Yes.
and that's what I love about having Don on the show, because of course the metro area has homes for everybody, and it's a great place to live, but there's stuff popping up right and left, so you keep us up to date on what's cool and what's going on. We're going to be right back with some more information from Don to get us more excited about the incentives that are going on, and so stay tuned. We'll have some more LSN right after this. Now we are back with Don Julian to tell us some more information about our housing market and great incentives to take advantage of. All right, Don, so what's going on? There's all kinds of things that people can get right now.
Great tax incentives right now. As a matter of fact, for the first-time home buyer, which would be someone who has not owned a home for the past 3 years, they actually can go out and buy a home with a credit of 10% up to $80,000, so there could be an $8,000 tax credit. That's really only available for the next 60 days. In other words, if you get a home under contract in the next 60 days, then during the next 60 days, you have to have that closed. So it's a pretty tight window. The thing about that I think that is really important is that this is not really a tax deduction. It is actually a tax credit.
Okay.
So for instance, if a first-time buyer had an income of $58,000, you would actually take $8,000 straight off the income before you figure your tax. So it's a great opportunity for a first-time buyer.
This is so great to have Don on the show. I didn't know any of this information. Yet we talk about the tax credits all the time, but the more information that our LSN viewers have, then the more confident they can feel, okay, I can really take advantage of this. The more information, love it. Okay, but there's more.
Yes, also for a resale buyer who has been in a home, and I think the rule there is they have to have lived in their current home for a minimum of 5 years.
Okay.
If they have done that, then they can go out and buy a new home, get a $6,500 tax credit, and again, that's available for the next 60 days to get a home under contract. Once that's happened, you have 60 days to get it closed. So again, a fairly short window of opportunity, but once again, that is not a tax deduction, it is actually a tax credit, comes straight off your income. So it's a great opportunity.
Right, and you know, but the good part about knowing this information is that even if you don't fit into those specific qualifications, there are so many great deals right now to be able to take advantage of. You know, let's say someone's only owned a home for 3 years. We're like, darn, I can't take advantage of it. But you have these 4% interest rates going on. You have these homes that are incredibly inexpensive and these great deals.
Yes, you know, the FHA programs right now, I just put one together for a buyer, and that actually is a deal where you could go with only 3.5% down, get a fixed 30-year loan, and those are actually under 5%. So just an incredible opportunity.
Gosh, for 30 years, you only have to pay 5%.
Yeah,
and then people
really
are able to really get themselves out of debt. They get their homes paid off, and they've got all that going for them.
Yep, so a lot of exciting opportunities.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Don, for coming on our show. Listen to what he's having to say, LSN viewers, because you've got the experience, over 35 years in the business, and you're an amazing builder. You have so much respect. And we really thank you for being on our show. So get out there, go get some homes and take advantage of this. And we'll be back with some more LSN right after this. The Local Shopping Network. Whew. Well, that'll do it for this episode of LSN. Michelle and I already have some great deals lined up for you next time. But in the meantime, remember to shop local and save. Really standing on a bed. No, I'm not. I'm just happy.